Hey guys, Steve here, and I'm back with another video in my series of survival for non-survivalists, and this is going to be video number 2, and today we're going to talk a little bit about water. Just to review from last time, we talked about fire, and we talked about using the Vaseline cotton balls, where you rub Vaseline into the cotton balls and used a fire striker, ferrocerium rod to get it lit. And I've lit myself a little fire right here. I used exactly that method. Didn't add anything to it, even though it was kind of tempting to do so. But that worked. And since then I've gotten a few questions about the cotton balls, namely how long will they last? And just in way of going back there for a second, those cotton balls, if they're sealed up, I keep them in a Ziploc bag or in the little prescription bottle. Those things, the one I just lit just now, it's probably been in there 5-6 weeks, so they last a long time. I'm sure they expire sometime. I'm sure if you were to not have it sealed, it would wear out, but it's going to last a long time. But what I wanted to talk about today goes along with fire, because once you've got your fire, the second most important thing, well, I don't know if it's the second most important, but it's coming number 2 in my video series, is water. If you are to get hurt, if you're to get stuck somewhere, you're really going to want water. You can go quite a while without food, but if you get dehydrated, things are going to start going downhill quick. I don't know if you've ever been dehydrated before, but it's no fun, and even to the point where your brain capacity to make decisions can decrease. And when you're in a situation where your life might depend on it, that's not the situation you want to be in. So how many of you have ever been out in the woods and you've run out of water? I think that happens pretty frequently. It doesn't matter because your car's close, you're going to get home soon. But if you were to run out of water and then fall in a river, get wet, have to stop, get lost, anything like that, hurt yourself. I was just walking around over here taking a little hike, and I just realized how easy it'd be to get hurt, to fall and hurt myself. You're going to need water. And the one thing I wanted to talk about today would be the use, typically, man, in Colorado, what are people carrying, or even in the outdoor community, what are people carrying water around for? What are they doing with water? And I think they're, in the outdoor recreation community, how are people carrying water? There's usually a couple ways. You've got your Camelback little Nalgene, it's not Nalgene by brand, but Camelback. I just want to call it an Nalgene bottle, plastic water bottle. These work great. I use them all the time. And then you have your clean canteen bottles, and then also you have some sort of hydration pack in your backpack. And I think what I want to propose today in my tip, because what these videos are tips for the people in the outdoor community, things I've learned in bushcraft that could be translated into day hikes and stuff like that, that could be helpful to you, that could get you out of a jam if you're in one. And of course we don't want to be in jams, but it's good to be prepared. And the whole point is things that are light, easy to carry, you don't have to add much to what you're already carrying, and cheap. So I'm going to advocate that instead of carrying one of these plastic Camelback or Nalgene bottles, that you would switch to something that's stainless steel. Right here is just a real simple stainless steel bottle. Great, easy to use. And if you're carrying your water in one of these instead of one of these, if you need water, it's going to make a big difference. These, you can get the clean canteens, there's all sorts of brands. I actually bought this yesterday at a thrift store. You can see that for $1.49, $1.50. This is it's actually from Old Navy, and it's food grade stainless steel. It would work perfect for what I want here. And the reason is because you can boil your water to kill all the germs and sanitize it, basically. Because if there's a water source around you, a river or something like that, and you just drink that water as is, there could be pathogens in it. There could be all sorts of things that make you really sick, and really sick's not what you want to be. Hydrated is what you want to be. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that today. Okay, as I was saying, if you're using stainless steel, it's going to give you just a little bit more capacity to clean your water, to sanitize your water. And this is pretty easy. What you do, if you've got a water source, you simply fill this with the water from the river, and you set it in your fire until it boils. Let it boil a few minutes. There's lots of theories out there on how long you want to boil it. Some just say a rolling boil and you're done. Some say a few minutes after that, but heck, just boil it for a few minutes and you'll be good to go. Then you probably want to let it cool down a little bit and you've got it. But what's cool about this is if you're carrying this, I mean, you're not going to be able to throw this in the fire. You throw this in the fire, it melts. There's ways to do that. That'll be for another video. I'm not done talking about water, far from it, but this is just the first easy step. And as you can see, this is the one I usually use. I put it in the fire a lot. And what's cool about it is if I'm in the mountains and I want to get some hot chocolate or some coffee or make some oatmeal, make some hot water, just have water in this. I set it directly in the fire and voila. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to go get some water and I'll show you what I'm talking about. River's right over here. Got a little teeny stream here, and it might be worth noting how this is all going to work. And there's one thing I wanted to show you. One way, you see there's a little pool of water here. I don't think this is going to matter, but one way you could do to collect this water, simply put your bottle in it and soak it up. That's pretty good. We've got actually water in there that's really clear. You wouldn't want to drink it, but it's super clear. So what you will find sometimes is if your water's kind of muddy, what might work really good is instead of just taking it from a pool that's there, find like a teeny little waterfall where it's going over some rocks and fill it directly from there so you get less sediment at the bottom of your water. As it was, this water is crazy clean and there's like no sediment. So that makes the water filtration system really easy. So if you've got your fire going, all you got to do is kind of set your water bottle in there just like this, and I'll time it, show you how long it takes to boil that water. And then that water, after it boils, it would be clean and it would be sanitary and you could drink it. So there it is. Alright, there's your rolling boil. At this point, this water is good to go. Take some sort of clothes or whatever and pull it out. Pull it out of the water. Don't grab it with your bare hand or else you will burn. There you go.
What am I making?
You got good water. Alright, so that's it. Pretty safe and simple. I'm asking you that instead of using one of these, to use one of these. And if you were to get yourself in trouble and you needed to boil some water to make it ready to use, you're going to have it. Plus it has the added benefits of being able to heat water just for convenience or fun if you're carrying anything in. And as you can tell, you know, water weighs water. I'm not adding anything to your kit. You're already hopefully carrying water. If you're not, you probably should be. You definitely should be. So what I'm at, and the cost can be minimal. This at Target, I think we paid $6 for it, and I have beat the junk out of it, and it's lasted perfectly. Like I said, this at a Goodwill type store, secondhand store, $1.49. Or you can go the clean canteen route. Those are really cool, and you're going to be spending about $20 to $30. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful, and we'll be back with part 3 soon. That's a fun one.